We play and call it work.
The final act beckons, summoning me in with a mythic pull that I cannot resist. I am drawn to the sacred realm of the Black Library, where I must find where my fate rests. My Masque, the laughter's mirth, might be young by Eldari standards, but the players know their place. Their dances glide true through their enemies, gracefully dispatching all of their foes, playing their parts to perfection. Such is the way of the Harlequin, the dance of sorrows, the theater of war, the cinema of the laughing god. I will seek his laughter. We will see Slaanesh defeated. Until then, the final act is yet to be completed. Where others would be frustrated as to the divine patience of a god, we see only the opportunity to perform even more for our brothers and sisters. For perform we must, or all is lost. I spend what feels like many days in the Black Library, seeking the great Harlequin's laughter. Time, of course, means nothing here. For all I know, years pass as I read his sacred tome. All the meanwhile, our Masque practices for their many performances. Our troop masters, Light, Dark, and Twilight, lead their troops through complex rituals and recitals, ever preparing for the next act of whatever drama for which therein they are called to appear. Our twin death jesters dance and spin, ever competing for the title of Death, the second always playing the part of Torment. They compete for the favor of their god, and for the chance to delight yet another audience, whether that be an adoring group of Eldari, or a despicable band of demons being thrust back into the immaterial. Why is my mind wandering so? Where was I even reading? It was then that he appeared. Not physically, of course, at least not that my sight would discern, but he was there. Cegorach, the laughing god, the first and great fool, the great Harlequin stood before me, so my mind would interpret. He speaks, filling my soul with wondrous decadence, and knowledge and wisdom flow through me. All becomes clear. A task for our new Masque. The laughter's mirth is to seek the Sword of Sorrows, an ancient relic of great power in the Immaterium, but currently in stasis on the Eldar Exodite world of Garden. A warning enters my mind, playfully gliding through my thoughts as I picture the beautiful and enchanting world of Garden. There is another who seeks this relic, and many others. A powerful and vile sorcerer of Tzeentch, he who seeks to manipulate and conquer all. The purpose of this relic is not revealed to me, nor is my path illuminated beyond this first task. We must make haste and perform a great drama before the sorcerer, he who calls himself Crozar the Enlightened, as if any who bows to chaos could possibly be considered enlightened, achieves his part before us. And thus our Masque departed the Black Library, heading into the webway, seeking hidden and ancient paths only known to our kind, speeding our way to Garden at a pace that few could rival. For the laughing god had spoken, and we would perform. A foul smell filled the air as we leapt out of the labyrinth dimension onto what was once beautiful, enchanting. Not a smell of chaos or of the warp of one more crude, one more barbaric. The world was burning before us. The orcs had invaded. A deep burning anger fills my soul, well hidden beneath my mask. I can feel it from my fellow players as well, especially from foreboding Night, our master of the Dark Troop. The other Xeno species, especially the humans, know nothing of the depth that an Eldari's emotions can reach. We are capable of wondrous joys, but also deep and abiding sorrow and anger. As one of Cegorach's players, this goes even further, as we have not forgotten the Great Fall, nor of our part in our entire race's redemption. So to behold what was once a wondrous world of beauty, intelligence, and grace, currently overrun by those so crude and rudimentary in their ways that they seek to simply loot whatever they find, is almost too much for us to behold. But these trivial matters must be below us. We are here for the Sword of Sorrows, not to defeat an entire orc army. However, the orc presence creates a complication not foreseen. Their armies were already dismantling the Eldar wonders and technologies. They were close to the hiding place of the Sword of Sorrows. To attack them there would draw in more of the brutes, for they had a keen sense of war and destruction, and would flock to it as an insect to the flame. We do not have the time to deal with them in those numbers, and so we must dance more gracefully in this our first act. Thankfully, the orcs' simplicity is also often their undoing. If we can disrupt their leadership, then they will turn to infighting to compete for the leadership positions, giving us the bounty of time that we seek to remove the Sword of Sorrows and depart before they even know that it has happened. It will torture our souls for years to come to not avenge the death of this wondrous world, but a greater will guides our purposes, and we must not forget our place.
Hey everybody, Matt and Quirk here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to the first episode of Fate's Encore, our Harlequin narrative campaign. I know we're going to do this all, we're going to stop talking now, and we're going to do the entire battle report in interpretive dance. So, okay.
Did you guys get that?
The Harlequins are going to have to fight some orcs to get the Sword of Sorrows.
Did not get that at all.
I thought it was obvious. Maybe we should use words.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Steve wanted me to do the entire story time with interpretive dance, which of course would be awesome, but maybe not. Maybe not. So you've already seen the story time, so you already know what's going on. So their first mission essentially is where you need to assassinate 3 of the orc leaders. A commando leader. We're going to use the Snickrot rules, but it won't be Snickrot. A war boss in mega armor, and a weird boy. And the idea of this is to disrupt the orc leadership so that you can break through, because your webway can get you in all sorts of places, especially because this is an Exodite world, which means there's going to be all sorts of entrances to it, right? But they're kind of swarming around the area that you need to get to the Sword of Sorrows, and that's just a no-go. And so if you can disrupt their leadership, they'll start infighting. That'll provide you an opening to go in and take it. And you got to get there before the sorcerer does, because he's looking forward as well. And so this mission, we'll actually look at the board and the scenario in a second, but essentially if you win the mission, you'll get to the sword before he does, but you'll still have to fight for it. And if you lose the mission, then he'll be there already, and that'll be it'll basically give a strong advantage to the other side. So whatever happens, though, we will be still going to that mission, which will be episode number 2 in the Mini Wargaming Vault at the link below. So go and check that out after this game is done. But other than that, let's take a look at the Harlequin Mask. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not the entire mask. There's always going to be like a portion that's coming, and that's our excuse that when things die, we can replace them. And if you want the rules for this, of course, you can go to miniwargaming.com/fate, and there I will have the rules for you that we used, so you can use it in your own campaign if you want to, or modify it, or do whatever the heck you want with it, or don't even look at it. It's perfectly fine. Let's take a look at the scenario and at the Laughter's Mirage. These are the players of the Laughter's Mirage, the mask that has been called to this mighty quest by maybe Cegorach himself, if the visions were correct. So, this is not going to be the exact army that you're always going to see, except there are main characters and then there are supporting players. Just like in any Harlequin Mask, those fluctuate. So we don't actually know the identities of any of the Harlequins. They just go by stage names. For example, the quasi-leader of the group is this Shadowseer. Now, normally it's a troop master, but because the Shadowseer has received this vision, he is guiding them, and he goes by the role of Fate. So his name is Fate. And so he'll be guiding their quests, even though the troop masters, light, dark, and twilight ones, will assume the role of leading the specific missions. Behind the Shadowseer, we have 2 Death Jesters. We don't know this actually, but I'm going to tell you anyways. They are twins. Normally the Death Jester plays the role of Death, so the blue one is Death. And the other one is going to play the role of Torment. So we got Fate, Death, and Torment. See if we can remember that. And then we've got 3 Troop Masters. 1, 2, 3. One is Light, so this is the Light Troop Master, and he goes by the Prince of the Moonlight. We've got this is our Twilight Troop Master, this is actually a female, she's the Duchess of the Shadow. And then we've got our Dark Troop Master, the Foreboding Knight. And each of the troops, as you can see by the markings on their legs or in their shoulder pads or where there happens to be, they are corresponding Light, Twilight, and Dark. This actually matters in this game. If you download the rules, you'll see that we do have an upgrade scheme for the characters only. And the Light, Twilight, and Dark Troop Masters have slightly different branches in how they develop. I borrowed heavily from the Warlord traits from 7th edition Harlequins to get those ideas. The Death Jester's upgrades are more just to make them playable, because they kind of suck in the Harlequin Codex right now. And then the Shadowseer's upgrades are more to make him a more potent Psyker. And so this is the current band, the current troop, the current mass that will be playing, the players that are playing this part of the grand story, the grand part of their part in the final act of trying to capture Slaanesh. I'm not saying that this campaign will end with the capture of Slaanesh. That would be kind of a big deal. But it's their small part in the final act where the Harlequins are trying, or Cegorach apparently has a plan to get Slaanesh to save the Eldar rather than destroy them. So we'll see how much the fate can further the goals of Cegorach at this point. And this is a portion of the Exodite world. Pretty much all the terrain here was made by Greenleaf Terrain, just want to point that out, except for the Eldar structures. These are MDF buildings that were created by Death Ray Designs. That's what it is. I knew by the old name Brush for Hire, but now it's Death Ray Designs. They still sell them too. But pretty much all the other buildings were made for Gorka Morka or for the Tyrus incident. These are all, just so you know, these are aquarium plants that have been repainted and repurposed and foliage added to make them even better. And then these trees, these denser ones, are from Foreground. So I think it's foreground.co.uk, I believe. But if you just search for Foreground, you'll find them. And so the first threat is that this Exodite world has been overrun by orcs, unfortunately. There may still be Eldar here, but it doesn't really matter to our narrative campaign whether there are. And they've started to loot. As you can see, this beautiful forest world is now under orc control. But the Harlequins, of course, knowing all the secrets of the webway, find their way in. But the problem is, since it's swarming with orcs, there are actually a lot of orcs swarming the area where the Sword of Sorrows is. Now, the orcs don't know that, but the Harlequins do, and so they need to distract the orcs. So the goal of this scenario is quite straightforward, and that is there are 3 secondary objectives, I'll call them. They're kind of primary objectives too, and that is there's the war boss to kill, the weird boy, playing the part of the orc shaman, and we have a commando character somewhere hiding in the trees, all sneaky like. And essentially, each of those is worth 1 reward point, as you'll find at the end how those are spent. But at the end of the game, Quirk has to roll a 7+ on a d6, which of course is impossible, but he gets a +2 to that roll for every one of the characters that he has killed. And so if he kills one of them, it's basically a 5+ to win. If he kills 2 of them, it's a 3+ to win. And if he kills 3 of them, it's a 1+, which I'm considering to be automatic. So it's not like 1+.
So what he's saying, everybody, is I gotta kill all 3 or I'm gonna fail this mission.
Yeah. Now if you hold on to a command point, which you have 5 at the beginning,
you get to watch me fail twice.
Then you get to re-roll it if you want to. But you don't have to hold on to the command point. Now, just for rules purposes, Quirk has access to a different phantasmancy discipline than what you find in the Harlequin current index. It does contain the 3 powers from the Harlequin index, but it also contains 4 others. And some of them were borrowed from the 7th edition Harlequin book with some modifications to make them work for 8th. But there's also one that I made up as well. And Quirk he always knows the Primaris, the first one, and Smite, as well as one other of his choosing, which he can change between each game. And the Shadowseer can upgrade to know more powers as well, and to be able to cast more powers if he gets sufficiently strong. And that's really it. If you succeed in this mission, you get more reward points to upgrade your guys. It also really, really, really help in the next mission. If you fail, you get less reward points, and the next mission will be hard. And it is designed so that he can fail, including the next mission. If he does not get the Sword of Sorrows, it does not stop the narrative. It will just be every relic that he does not get, and I'll tell you right now there will be more, will work against him in the final mission, in the final act of this play.
Just hearing a lot of you're in trouble if you don't start this off with a good win.
Yeah, so I've designed it so that we're playing roughly 900 point game for this one. So I built my army based off of that. And that's really it. You're going to get first turn. You're going to deploy on this side. And I'll give you the distance for you to deploy just right after I turn off the camera so I can measure it out. And you have access to the stratagems from the main rulebook as well as from chapter approved. And so you're more than welcome to use the Webway on slot 1. So there's basically 2 from chapter approved. 1 lets you deep strike up to 2 units, 1 command point for 1, 3 command points for 2. And the other one is 1 command point whenever you advance anything that's Harlequin. You could spend a command point and give him a 3-up invuln, which is...
I think it's just infantry.
No, it's actually anything.
Is it really?
Yeah, so you can use it on your vehicles. Because infantry is like, who cares? You go from 4 up to 3-up. But your vehicles, I think will have invulns too already.
Yeah, everything Harlequin has at least a 4 up.
Yeah, so it gives you a little buff to your invuln save, which I don't know how often you want to use that when you only have 5 command points to start. But these still have the re-rolls and the other ones for combat. Automatically passing morale tests if you want to. You can still use those rulebook ones. And that's it.
Why do I only have 5 command points to start?
That's what I said. You're technically unbound. You've got 4 HQs, 3 troops, and 2 elites. So that's a patrol detachment. And
That's a
which one is that?
That's a brigade and a patrol.
Where's the brigade?
Or battalion.
Where's the battalion?
Troop. HQ.
Okay, so then what do you do with the other 2 HQs and 2 elites?
Put the elites in.
I guess they could be in the brigade, but you can't have 4 HQs.
So then you put another one in. Oh, I put another one in, and then I have supreme command or auxiliary -1, so 5.
Right.
Oh.
So I'm like, I can do it patrol detachment and supreme command detachment and give you 5, or you can do brigade plus an auxiliary and have 5. So I just actually made up the 5. I didn't even do the calculations.
Oh.
It just turns out that the 2 ways you could do this Battleforge, the orcs get 0 command points.
Good.
So even though I could probably fit them into something as well, I didn't even try. I just made it unbound. It's not important. It's narrative. So I get 0 command points. You get 5. Okay. So even if you did calculate to be 6, the fact that I get 0 is kind of a big advantage as well.
You also outnumber me like 3 times over.
But points-wise, we're about the same. In fact, I think you have slightly more points by like 20 or 30. So it should be easy, right? Because the Harlequins are totally balanced with their points. Let's get deployed. For deployment, you got 15 inches up, and you basically just put your 3 troops right across with your Shadowseer right here, your 2 Death Jesters, the twins, Death and Torment, up at the trees, ready to move up and start sniping down there. Anything else that you did? You didn't put anybody in the webway with any command points?
There's,
There wasn't really a good spot for it.
no.
And so you haven't spent any of your 5 command points yet.
I still have 5. That's right.
Okay, you've got first turn to complete an act. There's no disadvantage to declaring it and not doing it. So you might as well say one that you're going to do. So you have right now you have the 2 options of exposition, which is basically every troop and master, every troop has to move at least 18 inches by the end of the game, or by the end of the turn. And every troop master and every other character has to move at least 12. And Solitaire has to blitz if you had one, which you don't. Or you can choose the dramatic, what was it called? Hold on, I'll take a look. Or you can choose Climatic Barrage, which is that every unit has to shoot and kill 1 model, and has to fight and kill 1 model. So which one of those 2 do you think you could most likely do? They're both going to be really hard.
I think I can pull off the first one.
Everybody move at least 18 inches, except for characters, at least 12. Remember, there's no disadvantage if you don't pull it off, so you might as well declare that you're going to do one.
You know what? I'm going to go for it.
So exposition?
Yes. So
Okay.
we're going to start with advancing everybody now. First off, we're going to have this troop squad advance. They're going 8 plus.
Good start. 12 inches already.
Makes me happy. Now they just have to actually make this charge.
They make the charge and pile it a bit. As long as 1 model has moved 18, then the unit has. The problem is the troop master needs to move at least 12. Moves 8 already, so the advance could accomplish that. So the troop master?
No!
Oh, 11!
I'm going to have to go for that charge.
Yeah. Now, all Harlequins have Rising Crescendo as a special rule, which allows them, amongst other things, to advance and charge. So if that troop master can pull off a charge, that'll make up for it.
Well, the one thing that will help is that they do have the flip belt, so I ignore other terrain and models.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
you
have
can
to worry
ignore your
about-
own models.
Yeah, I can even ignore them and then just go for a straight-on charge, which might help.
Yeah, it won't be an easy one, but you're close enough.
Let's start with actually the
Dark.
Yeah, they're going to advance.
Dark troop. Oh, they got crushed by a tree.
Are we just leaving it? Is that narrative now?
Yeah. 4 Pitfall, see if he dodges now. And they advance 3. Ooh, only going 11. Well, that'll still get him in range to charge the orcs. And then maybe with some pylons and consolidations they can do it.
Maybe.
And your troop master wants to advance. Boom!
Yes!
13 inches. So that one's already pulled off the minimum 12 inches. The reason for characters I said 12 inches and not 18, because the Troop Masters could obviously do the 18, is because they're looking at the Death Jesters and Shadowseers, and they're not necessarily useful charging in.
Put them a little too far up.
Oh, is it supposed to be 11 back there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so 11's actually back there.
They're standing like this, and then he will be standing in front.
Leading the way, as a Troop Master should. And then your Twilight Troop.
I'm actually going to start with the Shadowseer here. I want to see how far.
that way,
I want to know how far Fate's going.
Because you chose, what's it called? Twilight
Pathways.
Which is a psychic power that lets him choose a unit within 3 inches and they can move again.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to make sure they were within 3 inches, right? So he's only advancing 10 inches in total. So you have a problem here. You're only going to move 10 inches, and there's no way for the Shadowseer to make any charges after that. So you've just basically failed your act. Which you could just be like, not a big deal, whatever, I'm just not going to do my act. Mm-hmm. Or you could use a command point to re-roll a simple advance roll that's not even going to help you except to maybe achieve your act.
Well, the other thing is I still got both Death and Torment up here that also need to advance.
And roll 4s, each of them. I told you, it's a hard one to pull off.
Yeah, that...
The acts are not meant to. The acts give you a lot of bonus reward points, and they give you some bonuses for the next D3 rounds as well. So it could be a big deal for the rest of the game to have those bonuses. But the problem is you still have more guys to move.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a command point dropping down to 4.
So you really want to get a 4?
I got another 2.
Oh, you got another 2. Well, there goes that act.
Right.
Unless the Shadowseer uses the Twilight Paths on himself. And he flippity flips over the building. It lands right there. Yeah, that's not within range to charge anything.
Well, let's go ahead and have the Twilight Troop advance now.
Like they're only moving 10. Well, that'll get them.
I can daisy around there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know that he was behind them, so basically that just puts him right ahead. Like you can still pull off your plan, you just won't be able to pull off that. The act. It'd be kind of cool if they implemented something like that in the next Harlequin Codex.
Hint, hint,
Like
nudge.
not as powerful and as difficult as one I've pulled off, but like little things like if you do this, then you get this bonus.
Yep. And I have to advance the Troop Master too.
Troop Master. Oh, 9. Well, there goes your act.
Yep.
Because I guess he'll be just ahead of the Shadowseer. Because there's no way for you to get those 2 moving. Then we got the Death Jesters.
They're going to...
Well, he's not going to advance.
No, I don't need to at this point. So he's going to jump up.
Whatever. We failed our act.
So Death is going over there.
And Torment.
We're right next to him.
Into the Psychic phase. Now you know 3 powers. You know Smite, Veil of Tears. And Veil of Tears is one where basically a unit has a limited range that can be shot at. Right? Is that what it is?
No, that's re-rolling ones for saving throws.
Hold on. Sorry, Veil of Tears lets the Psyker and a unit within 3 inches reroll all failed saving throws until the next Psychic phase. And then you chose Twilight Pathways, which lets you do a second move. So which one would you like to try to manifest? You can do 2.
I'm going to try and manifest Veil first and just get everybody a nice good old save. So that might keep them going.
Warp Charge 7. Oh, no, it's off the table.
7!
Make it, exactly. Weird Boy is not within 24 inches to try to deny. And so which one are you putting on the Shadowseer and on the Troop or the Troop Master?
The Troop. Because the Troop Master's a character so he can have plot armor to keep him alive.
Yeah, because he only dies on a 1, right? But, because there's no plot armor in this, you can die. You realize that, right?
Plot armor is and you can't target a character unless he's the closest.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's that rule. Okay, and then which other one do you want to do?
Let's go ahead and do Twilight Pathways.
That's Warp Charge 6. You get it. And I can't stop that one either. Who are you going to cast that on?
This is again going to be on the
Troop.
It's because I already advanced. So
Yep, that's fine.
Oh, there's
It's a 5. So they're going 13 inches. So they're going to flippity flip. Whee! And take on the next Orc unit. Yeah, you should be able to eliminate those 2 Orc units, or at least do a lot of damage to them first turn. Shooting phase.
Let's have Death fire at those Ludas that are staring down all my guys right now.
Now you have 2 choices. They both suck. You can do 1 shot, strength 6, AP nothing. It becomes AP -3 if you get 6s to wound. Or 3 shot, strength 6, AP nothing. But the 1 shot one, if you kill a model, then you do D3 mortal wounds to the rest of the unit. Essentially, I think it's to represent them running away.
Yeah.
Actually, no. It was an explosion. From their body explodes.
Super bullet.
So which one do you want to do? 1 shot? That could do D3 mortal wounds more?
Super bullet.
Super bullet, all right. What's the skill? Awesome, so that's a hit. 3s to wound. Oh, look at that! The first one! Boom! Minus 3 AP. So it shoots in, explodes the first Luda, and his body parts go and fly into the rest of them.
You're the best dance forever! Celebration dance.
Is that your interpretive dance? Oh man, you just gave me an idea, Quirk. I don't know if you like this idea, but everything you do has to have an interpretive dance.
No.
And it's got to be consistent throughout the entire campaign.
I gotta remember this.
That's the Death Gesture celebratory dance after it blows up 3 guys. Torment, the ever-jealous brother,
He's gonna
or sister, we actually don't know, is going to do what?
do the same thing into that last Luda.
Oh, boring.
You got mob rule. I can't make
I know, he's not going to run, but is that really okay? All right, shoot the last Luda. Take it, you're going to do 3 shots then.
Super bullet.
Well, hold on, why would you do that?
Because I want to do the interpretive dance. Fine, I'll fire 3 shots.
Well, you can do that, but in this case, it obviously isn't as good. So 2's to hit, and 3's to wound. Oh, just 1. 6 up save because it's AP nothing. Oh, he's dead. And if you wonder why he's not getting cover, I'm using the... I really like the Sector Mechanicus rules, where it basically says if you're higher by at least 3 inches, then you don't get cover just for being on terrain. You got to actually be blocked. So he's dead. Oh, it's the same. That looks it's very similar, but you didn't notice
similar.
Your 4th finger was in a slightly different position.
The hand does this instead of this, and so instead of getting a waving motion like this when I do the triple, it's my knees.
Wavy inflatable barband. I'm your wavy inflatable. Charge phase.
Let's go big unit that can actually make this charge.
That's your light squad or your light troop?
Yep, this is the light squad.
Do you want to start with your troop master?
No.
So you want to eat the Overwatch with the rest of them?
Yes.
So they're going to declare charge and they will Overwatch. 13 are in range, firing their sluggas. 3 hits. Shadowseer is not nearby to help them, so we're looking at 3s to wound. Oh, no, bad start. 4 up involves. Oh, no, already 2 die. The fragility of the Harlequins. And then your charge. Can you at least make a charge? Oh yeah, you're good. Flippity flip.
Flip, flippity flip. I can just go straight in. Actually.
Yeah, you're fine. You need like a 5 or 6 inch charge.
Just make it easier for my troop master. I'm gonna go like this, so he has a shorter distance.
Yeah, of course.
Planning ahead.
You want a troop master in there to give them the reroll to wounds so they can make up for their 2 lost
brethren. Sisterin?
It's hard to save. So
Cast members.
Cast members. There you go. Because there's a mixture of genders in there. Troop master, how far is he going to? Oh.
That's 8.
Yeah, you're good.
7 will do it.
We do know that this troop master we do know is a guy because he goes by the Prince of Moonlight.
This troop master is going to charge in.
So your dark one, 7 inches, no problem.
And I'm going to be a little bit cheeky here, if I can.
Just move sideways to leave more space for your dark troop to come in.
I'm going to try and actually bridge this so I can actually try and daisy over to the Twilight.
Oh, the 6-inch bubble?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could use that. And then the dark ones?
Dark's challenging.
Oh, look at that! Woo! 12-inch I don't think you have to use your measuring tape there, Quirk.
I want to see if I can get behind because I can charge through you.
That's true. You could have put them like amidst them. That would look kind of cool. So go ahead.
Okay, I can do it.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Oh yeah, look at that. Jumping right into little gaps. Want to dance? They each choose a dance partner, and then kill them. Then you've got your Twilight troop.
That's also going to charge the other boy squad.
Who will Overwatch? Overwatching on 6s. Ooh, 3 hits again. 3s to wound. Oh, only 1 wound, so you can only lose 1, but you get a 4-up re-rollable invuln. You're fine. Charge distance, no problem. Get a flippity flip. Just watch out for heroic interventions if you're concerned about that, because you did not declare a charge against the shaman.
Nope. So I'm going to stay a little bit.
Which I don't think you could have. I think you're more than 12 inches away from it, anyways.
But I am able to do this and just kind of dance my way in.
Do you know what ignores for rollable invulns?
Smite.
Well, that's pretty cool. You charge right into the midst of all of them. That's kind of such a cool cinematic feel right there that you can just flip through and fill in all those gaps. Where would you like to start? I don't have any command points, so you know I can't interrupt you.
I'm going to start with my troop master because I don't think I have the...
You're within 6 inches. You're totally within 6. Oh yeah. So you may want to start with them before they run before he runs out of range.
I'll start with them.
So the Twilight group. So starting with the 3 that have the Harlequin's Kiss. So 12 attacks hitting on 3s. Not bad. Harlequin's Kiss is strength 4 -1, and you get to wound on 4s and re-roll. And oh jeez. And these will just straight up ignore their armor, so that is 7 dead orcs. There was 15 of them, though. So you still got a lot of attacks coming back at you. Hopefully your re-rollable invulns will save you. Wait, I forgot about your other 3 Harlequins.
I was like, wait a second, sir.
Now these ones are just strength 3 AP nothing. So 3s to hit. Ugh. 5s to wound, but you do get to re-roll these, which might come in handy. So that's 2 so far, becoming 3. And with a 6-up save, oh, double Desi Matthews! 1 dies. Next up, you're going to do the Dark, who are all blades. 24 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s, but re-rolling, thankfully, because he only got 3. Can you get a few more? Yeah, that's a few more. So you ended up getting 8 in total. 6-up saves. None! 8s die. We're going to chunk the ones from the back as they run in to fill the place of the ones in the front. And you got your Dark Troop Master who's going to move in and inflict some more pain. Troop Master has the Harlequin's Embrace. So this is 5 attacks for him, hitting on 2s. And then this is strength 4 minus 3, so 4s to wound, re-rolling thanks to his own special rule. So that's 2 dead orcs, 2 dead orcs. So he'll chop down the tube right in front of him. And then he's welcome to consolidate.
He will go...
Flippity flip.
Yeah.
Then who's next? The last Troop Master or the last troop?
Let's do the last troop, just because I think it's mostly swords here.
No. So you got one with the Caress, hitting on 3s. And the Caress is strength 5, so 3s to wound, re-rolling, and it just straight up kills them, so 2 dead. And one with an Embrace, 3s to hit. And this is 4s to wound, re-rolling, no saves. Re-roll. That's 2 more, so it's 4 dead. There's 1 orc left, so you got your 2 swords. Your Harlequin blades, the 3s to hit, all hit. That is nice. 5s to wound. Oh, just 1, and you should re-roll the rest, because I could roll my 6-up save on that.
You definitely could.
There's a few more. So I gotta roll 4 6s, and I don't. So they wipe out the rest of these orcs, just like that. And then they consolidate forward, 3 inches, and then you can pile in and consolidate the other Troop Master as well.
And he's just gonna go like that, because I have to get closer to it in a unit, which is all that way.
Yeah, it's all that way, so no problem. And that is all you're fighting. So now these orc boys will fight back. 21 attacks from those 7 boys. You think you get a lot of dice? So do I. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, that's a good hit. 3s to wound. Ooh. Oh, there's a few 1s and 2s in there. Now, can the Veil of Tears keep you alive? You get 4-up invulns, re-rolling fails. Ooh, only 4 fail. That's already good. Can you get at least 2 more? Can you get 2 more? You do. 2 more. So 2 die. You feel the loss of every one of these guys, though.
Oh.
Every Harlequin troop that dies. Every player.
So, this one. And...
Another blade?
Yeah, but the blades are fusions.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
All of the blades are fusions? Yes, they are. You're right. So just take a kiss then.
Yeah, I'm taking a kiss.
Into the morale phase. There are 7 orc boys here. Even with mob rule, there's nobody nearby that has better than leadership 7. I've lost 8 of them. So basically I'm going to lose 2 plus d6 more. And there are 7. So I lose 5 more of them. 8. Oh, sorry. My math is bad. That was leadership 7, so I was going to lose 3 plus 1. So I lose 4 more. So 1, 2, tres, quatros. And your troops are leadership 8, so the 2 that lost 2 Harlequin players are okay. They don't have to take morale tests. Not bad for a first charge. Basically taking out 2 of the Orc Boy units, and then the 2 Death Jesters wiping out the Ludas. But you got Bernas coming after you, and you got a Weird Boy, and a War Boss, and a Killican, and War Tracks, and more boys over there, and a Commando that's hiding somewhere. Let's go to the Orcs turn 1. War Boss in Mega Armor is just going down to here, 3 inches down and 1 inch forward. Killican will move forward. The Bernas will move up. Lighting the pilot lights on their Bernas. And the Weird Boy will come over here too. Go the War Tracks as they drive through the ruins. These boys aren't in charge range, so let's advance them. So 5 plus 3, so 8 inches.
Hey, there's a good scrap over there. What's going on? I see a bunch of dancing clowns. Let's go get them, boys.
And sneaking out of the building.
Bar. Oh, we got some good killing today, boys.
Psychic phase, the weird boy knows to jump, which lets me choose a unit and move them. I don't really care to do that right now because he's not near enough to that orc boy squad to do anything. So we're going to use Smite instead, which will hit your dark troop squad. There are exactly 10 friendly orc models within 10 inches, so he'll get a +1 to a psychic test for Smite. I need a 4 to pull it off, so that 6 becomes 7. So you can try to deny that. Nope. Oh, I think you're still too far away. D3 mortal wounds on your dark squad. 2.
This one's easy to pull.
Yeah, they're all the same. They're all fusion pistols and just regular blades. And then the front 3 Burnas are going to fire at, let's say, the same squad that just got their heads blown off. 3d6 auto hits. This is going to hurt. Oh, no. Oh, they're dead. 15 auto hits. He's wound on 3s. Okay, it wasn't a terribly great roll, but you've only got 4 guys left, and that's 8 wounds with a 4-up save. 4-up invulns, they flip, and they dance around the flames, and they all die.
No, my favorite squad.
The dark troop is no more. Interpretive dance for what just happened. And since I didn't declare it, the custom Mega Blaster would have been firing at the same squad, so he's just not going to fire. One of the war tracks, the twin big shooters, is going to fire at the other troop right there. There's 2 big shooters, so hitting on 5s, 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound, and you get a 4-up invuln against it. Can you stay alive? He dances and stays alive. Dances around the bullet. The charge phase, Rotsnick is his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rotsnick. Not Snickrot.
Clever.
Not Snickrot. Rotsnick is going to declare a charge against both your Shadowseer and the Troop Master, the Twilight Troop Master? Yeah, the Twilight Troop Master over here. So 1 shot each from their shuriken pistols.
I'll roll them together because it's the same weapon.
Yeah, 6 is to hit. Ooh. 1 hits. 4 is to wound, and 6s are -3. Oh, nothing. And you only get to reroll 1s in the fight phase, just in case anybody's wondering why you didn't. Oh, you're lucky, I guess?
Here we go.
Here we go, that's right. Here we go. Yeah, you made it. War Boss is going to attempt to charge on this squad. It won't be easy because the boys are in the way. And he makes it. Well, they're in trouble. So that does block the kill can, who will need now to roll really high to get all the way around that. So we will start with the War Boss with his Power Claw against your troop. 4 attacks with his Power Claw that hits on 3s instead of 2s because it's -1 to hit. Oh, look at that. That -1 helped you. These are 2s to wound. Oh, geez. 2 wounds. You dance out of the way of this clumsy Power Claw. You get to re-roll it because you're super danced. Oh, the super dance fails.
I know exactly which one I'm going to kill, and it's going to be this one.
The Kiss and the Shuriken Pistol. Now, did you want to use 2 command points to interrupt Rotsnick?
What's his name?
Rotsnick. Yeah. Try to take him out? Or do you just want to let him swing?
What's his profile?
It's only toughness 4, 6-up save, but he does have 6 wounds. So only one of these guys will get to act. You do have a Kiss on the 1, which doesn't a Kiss do multiple damage?
I'm thinking more the Misstaff.
The Misstaff from the Shadowseer?
Yeah. I will spend 2 command points to interrupt with my Troop Master.
The Twilight Troop Master?
Yeah.
5 attacks with his Kiss, hitting on 2s. Okay, good start. Now you're looking at 4s to wound, but re-rolling thanks to him being a master. You may, as long as you don't roll all 1s and 2s for the D3 damage, then you got him. You got him.
Woo! 1 down.
Worth 2 command points. Yeah, and that actually is one of your secondary objectives, and heading towards the primary objective. So he comes charging in. Oi, over here! And then you just dance around. And you're like, here, have a kiss. And then he just collapses to the ground. Dead. So now all the chargers have gone, and so we go to regular guys. So that would be me first, because it's my turn. So these 3 orc boys will now attack the rest of your Twilight troop. 9 attacks for them, hitting on 3s. Ooh,
Sir.
8 hits. 3s to wound. Okay, that's a little better for you. So 5 wounds, and you get a 4-up rerollable invuln. We only got 3 guys left. No, that's the 3 of them dead. Can you get any 4s? Oh, 1 survives. Which one are you going to keep alive? So you're getting rid of a fusion pistol and a kiss. Okay. Now he gets to fight. Where do you want to pile in?
Into the war boss, please. I want to make sure he's the closest.
So you can fusion pistol him later?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to stay away from the boys, or do you want to engage the boys too?
I'd rather stay away.
Okay. 4 attacks. You're not killing them. 3s to hit, and then 5s to wound, with no rerolls. 1 wound. 2 up. Armor save. Yeah, saved. There's a dancing Matthew for you. That's an interpretive dance for ha. On to morale checks. We don't have to do any because you lost 2 again, but your leadership 8, and you lost an entire squad. We lost 3?
I lost 3.
Oh, you did. So if you roll 6, you'll lose the last one. Does he fade back into the... No, he does not. Back to your turn. Now you can still try to pull off an act. Obviously not moving 18 inches. So do you want to try to pull off the climactic barrage?
But that means I have to shoot
Well, you
and
just...
kill something, and melee kills me with everybody I have left.
Yes,
I have death gestures, I can't get that.
that's true.
So,
Because they can't get to melee.
no,
Okay.
I'm not gonna try.
You're not even going to, like, announce it. No climactic. No 4 reward points.
No.
Okay.
Starting off, my Troop Master and Shadowseer are both going
Not going to advance?
move up. Actually, yeah, I might as well advance with them both.
Yeah, if they're not going to shoot, they might as well advance.
You got a point there.
So Troop Master advancing, and then Shadowseer advancing. Both 5. Look at that.
Perfect.
Get a whittle closer. You've already killed 1 of the 3 characters. There's
see
a
if I
war
can-
boss right there.
Next up, we're gonna have these troops move up.
So you're going to try to take out both of them.
I am definitely gonna try and take out both of them.
There is another stratagem that I failed to mention, because I just made it up.
Troop Master.
And that is that once Quirk completes his objectives, the game still continues for a random game length. But he obviously wants to get out of there after that, because he could try to clear up all the orcs, but there's no advantage to doing so, and unless he completes one of the acts, of course. And so it's 1 command point after you've completed all your objectives to remove a model or a unit into the webway. And so if you've got 2 command points left right now, so you could use it to save a couple before they get overrun by other guys, if you need to, or you can stay and fight and just kill everything. It's your choice.
Advancing this Troop Master.
So 11 inches. He's
that's
just going to
pretty
flippity flip. Oh, he's going to go help over there.
Because I already got a Troop Master over here.
That's true. Well, that's a Troop Master there, too.
I know. But that one's outside. And because we're just constantly competing,
Torment's going to jump forward
Torment's gonna jump forward, and Death's gonna stay still.
and aim.
And
Psychic phase. You can do 2 psychic powers. What are you going to try to pull off?
might.
No bonuses here. Just need a 5. Almost got the 11. So I do have a weird boy nearby, and I am going to try to deny it by rolling an 11 or higher. I do not. So you do D3 mortal wounds. Oh, 3 mortal wounds on the war boss.
Boom!
It's down to 4. Which is going to be you or the Troop Master.
The Troop Master, because it goes on both.
Oh, that's right. It goes on both of you. And you got it.
Where was that?
I know, right? D6 mortal wounds would have been nice. Although I think bringing him down to 4 means he's going to die. Shooting phase.
Let's start with the fusion pistol in the combat.
Hitting on a 3. Ooh, wounding on a 3. Oh, and it's what, -4?
-4.
So he gets a 6 up save from his 2 up armor. Oh,
Ooh.
and so you are within half range, so you get to roll 2d6 and take the best one. You need a 4. Boom! It just slags him with it. You didn't even need the... Oh, actually, no, you still would have needed the smite, because he had 7 wounds to start. So just...
Oh, I don't think there's supposed to be a hole there.
Torment is gonna take a super bullet shot into...
Why Super Bullet?
Because it's... If I roll the... Oh, I have to kill you to do it. Never mind.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
Super Bullet's only good against units.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the 3 shots.
Yeah.
About that.
3 shots, hitting on 2s. Ah. Oh, nice. The 6s don't matter yet because
No.
he's not upgraded. He has an upgrade later on where that matters. That would have been 2 3 damage shots, but we'll get there. We'll get there. 3s to wound. This is where the 6s matter. Ah, 1 wound. 6 up save. Nope, you take a wound off him. He's down to 3 wounds. Is Death gonna try
Death
to
is
live
gonna
up to
try.
his name? I mean, they were awesome last turn. 2s to hit. Oh, not living up to his name. 3s to wound with a 6 up save. Yeah, I got a wound. Well, that's okay. He'll still die. Now, how with the rest of these guys? They did not advance. They can fire their pistols.
Let's fire the Nero pistols into that shaman.
Neuro pistols?
Or
And then what do you want to do?
weird boy.
And we want to do the shuriken pistols because you got to declare that now.
Let's fire him into the burners.
Might as well try. There's 2 shots hitting on 3s. The neuro... Oh, never mind. They're strength 3, -3 AP, but then they do D3 damage apiece, but that did nothing. 2 shuriken pistols against the burner boys. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s in this case. Oh, double one. Nothing.
Yeah, let's fire it into the shaman.
Why not? It's a weird boy, not a shaman. I'm not sure why you're
All
confusing
right,
with the shaman.
I keep seeing the shaman.
I know, right?
In
You
my
hit,
mind.
You hit and a 4 to wound.
No.
Nothing. Charge phase
Charging the weird boy.
with the troop.
Yeah.
So not multi-charging the Burnus?
No.
Why not?
Because
You want 5d6 auto strength 4 hits on you?
that's
That'll kill him, yeah. Well, the weird boy doesn't have any shooting attacks. 5 inches will get you in. Obviously, stay more than an inch away from the Burnus.
Well, I can also do this. Whoop. Over here.
Yeah, that does get you there. Just make sure you stay within coherency with the rest of them.
I will.
In they are. Does that mean that you want your master to go in too?
Yes, I do.
He's got the caress ready to go.
Ooh.
Hello. What abouts over here?
I don't want to get closer to that.
Kill the can?
Yeah, no.
Well, it's pretty close as it is. It moves up 6 inches.
It still has to deal with a troop as the closest, whereas I got like character,
Three
right there.
characters, yeah.
So I'm not gonna go.
You're just not going to charge?
No.
Okay, just going to sit tight. Who wants to fight first?
The caress. What's my troop master?
5 attacks and on 2s. Ooh, good. Strength 5.
So I'm gonna
3s to wound. You only need to get 2 of these, and he's dead. You get to reroll the rest, but it doesn't matter.
I wanna. Oh,
Look at that, you killed him more. Look, you didn't even need to do the other shots on him from the Death Jesters. He's yelling it back at Death and Torment. See what I just did? Except that would not be very Harlequin-like.
No.
He does some sort of other gesture, which looks like to the normal eye like nothing, but actually is really offensive to the Harlequins, and it looks like this. Okay. Does he want to consolidate into the Burner Boys?
Yes.
That's probably a good idea. And then would like the other group like to pile into the Burner Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep the attacks off. They won't be able to fight them because they did not declare a charge against them.
For reasons that are.
Are obvious.
Yeah.
Which means the Burner Boys are going to strike back. And I'm going to put them all on the troop. Try to kill them. Now, there's probably a comment already saying that when we fired the burners, I did it wrong. That you just roll once for all of them. And you're absolutely right. I did do that wrong, and I am sorry. So now you can reply to your own comment saying, oh, I see you corrected that later on. But you've probably already done that, which means you can now reply to that comment saying, oh, you knew that I was going to write that. And then you're just going to start to go crazy psychedelic as we continue this game on forever. 10 attacks from the Burnus into your troop. Hitting on 3s. Ooh. Strength 4, minus 2 AP. Oh, that's going to be done. 3s to wound. Oh, they are... Well, okay, that wasn't great, but it's 4 wounds.
Left.
They've only got 4 left, but they got 4 up invulns. Oh, look at them dance! Look at them dance! So you've officially won the mission.
Yeah.
So at this point, how many command points do you have left?
I have 2 command points left.
Did you want to spend those on the stratagems and get the heck out, GTHO?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull. Ooh.
Who would you like to get out? They are 100% okay, but they will also not be there to support everybody else.
You know what? This is gonna sound a little bit weird, but I think I'm guarded for the most part. I'm gonna pull the 2 troop masters.
The 2 front ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one is going to disappear in the webway. I'll see you guys later.
Get him! Or whatever.
Zekilican will move up 6 inches to there. Gonna advance these orc boys 4 inches. They'll get there eventually. You're kind of on the wrong side of the table. Shooting phase. I'm gonna have the 3 sluggas fire at the player there. 5s to hit. 2 hits. 3s to wound. Oh. All right, we'll scorch at him. D6 auto hits. 1. Wounding on a 3. Okay. Invincible. Well, the Shadowseer is closer for these ones. So I'm going to have all 3 twin big shooters fire at the Shadowseer. Daka, 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 daka. 5s to hit. Ooh, we got a few hits there. 7 hits. Wounding on 3s.
4s.
Oh, because the Shadowseer gives the -1 to wound. Basically every Harlequin infantry, specifically, not vehicles, within 6 inches, when I attack them, I get -1 of my wound rolls. So instead of 4s, 3s, I needed 4s. That's a big difference right there. On top of that, you got your 4-up rerollable invuln. Okay, bad start. Okay, well, at least those other 3 didn't get through. Down to 3 wounds on the Shadowseer. Charge phase, the boys will charge the troop, or the player, confusion pistol them. Do you take one of them out on the 6? No. I'm just going to move them in because the kill can's going to go past them. First, we're going to declare charge with these 3 against both of them. You can both fire their little pistols, and then I will charge 7 inches. Both of them as well. Needs a bit longer charge and fails it, and does not have Here We Go because that's a Grot inside, not an Orc. So all 3 of the war tracks are going to fight your Shadowseer. 12 attacks from the 3 war tracks, hitting on 3s. Strength 4, so wounding on 4s because of the Shadowseer's shadow of thing. I don't remember what it's called. But I still got 5 wounds. You only got 3 wounds left, but you got a 4-up rerollable save. Uh-oh. If you fail all 3 of those, the Shadowseer goes down.
Don't say stuff like that.
Oh, 1 wound left. Oh boy. That reroll has barely been keeping you alive. And the 3 orc boys here against the 1 player. 9 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, yeah. Wounding on 3s. We got 5 wounds. Good luck. Gotta get 5 4+ invulns. And doesn't. Yeah, goes down. 2, or the spanner I should say, will fight. So I got 12 attacks here, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s, because your Shadowseer is not nearby. Ooh, you've got only 4 players left here, 4 up invulns, and they all go down! Down, of course. This is all I got left.
I know.
So let's fight back. Troop Master with the Kiss, 5 attacks hitting on 2s. Not bad. And the Kiss is strength 4, so 5s to wound, but re-rolling, which you're gonna need because these have 6 wounds each.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna get a save against that, so they're D3 damage each. Now do 1 at a, or you can do 2 at a time. Well, it's 3. Oh, that kills 1. And, oh, jeez!
Triple Dancing Matthew!
So it kills 1, injures the next. And then the Shadowseer, can he finish off 1 at least? Only 3 attacks, 2s to hit. Ooh, maybe. You don't have any more command points, so there's really no decisions to be made here. And we don't have 4s though, re-rolling, because strength 5.
Yep.
Because the misstave is +2. Reroll. Okay. No save, so D3 damage. You need another 3. No, just 1. So it is down to 2. But it is now your turn. All you have left are the Shadowseer and the Troop Master. Yeah, the 2 Death Jesters.
Gonna fall back now.
You can't advance when you fall back, but the Rising Crescendo lets you basically do whatever the heck you want when you fall back. Shoot, charge, all that you like. What are you doing with your Death Jesters?
Going to advance them, starting off with Death.
Death will go 3. Why don't you just roll the other one? Torment will go 3. Basically the rule is if he gets to the edge of his table, he can remove them. Not as casualties, but just out of the game. They can't come back. We know he's like roughly there.
Yeah, and then whoop. Whoa, hey, he landed it. Right there.
Psychic phase.
So here's the thing, if I can take out these guys, I'm pretty much in the clear because none of your guys are going to be able to catch me.
Well, it depends. You can have one of your guys move. You're assuming you're going to make your psychic test. Because you could fail it. So you got Smite, Veil of Tears. Veil of Tears is defensive.
Yep.
The Pathway one, Twilight Pathway, will let you just like get the heck out of there. And then there's Smite, which will, if you can kill at least 1 war track, it makes you a lot safer. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna Smite just to kill at least the 1.
Smite, need a 5.
Oh no!
Okay, your Shadowseer just got taken out. Perils of the Warp! And because he got taken out, everybody within 6 inches takes D3 mortal wounds? How does it work? I've never actually had somebody die from perils.
Everyone within 3 inches takes D3 mortal wounds.
Okay, so the Troop Master takes 3 mortal wounds! He's got 5, so he's down to 2. See, the thing that sucks about that is not so much that the death chart's going to matter for the Shadowseer because you don't have any levels. It's that anybody who's taken out of play costs more to upgrade, and you really want to upgrade your Shadowseer. Well, no more second psychic power.
No.
Shooting phase.
Let's have both the Death Jesters fire at your
war tracks. Assault weapons, so they hit on 3s instead of 2s. It's 2 hits. War tracks are 4-up saves. Oh, you finish off the 1. You can. You want to take a shot at the other one anyways?
Might as well.
3s to hit because you advanced. 3s to wound. And a 4-up save. Well, you did wound. Down to 5. You want to charge back in?
No.
Okay, then it's the orc's turn. So it really comes down to, do I kill the troop master? Because your death jesters obviously will get away next turn. So we're just going to resolve that, and then we'll be done. Brum, 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 brum. Kilcan will get to here. Orc boys will get to here. The burners will advance to, I don't know if that'll be close enough to be able to fire their burners. Yeah, the closest one does not get in range. I'm not going to move them because they can't do anything else. I'm not going to worry about those boys because they're not going to do anything, so it all comes down to what happens here. So let's start off with the twin big shooter into the troop master. 5s to hit. 2 hits. 1 wound. You had 2 wounds left. You got a 4-up invuln, and you saved it. Whew. 3 sluggers. 5s to hit. 1 hit, wounding on a 3 with a wound and a 4-up save. Oh, it saves it again.
Keep going, buddy. Keep going.
Killican's out of range to fire the Scorcha.
Good.
So I'm going to charge with the War Track first. Shuriken pistol does not hit. And it goes. These boys are within 11 inches when you account for the vertical. 11-inch charge. No. Reroll. No. And the Killican is less if I... No, I didn't roll double 6, so I don't even think double 6 would get me in. Let's do my attacks. For attacks, hitting on 3s. Ooh, wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. That's all you got left. 4-up invul, no rerolls. Woohoo! 4 out of 4. He gets to hit back with his kiss. If you kill him, you're done.
Yep.
If you don't kill him, then he can keep chasing you down. So 5 attacks hitting on 2s. Okay, got that first one. Then you're wounding on 4s because you're strength 5 against toughness 5, but re-rolling. Go for it. Okay, 2. Let's get a couple more. Oh, I don't get it. They're -2 or -3 for the kiss. Hold on, that was 5s to wound. So this one right here was a fail. That was a re-roll. So you try to get a 5 with that one. Okay, so it was actually just 2 wounds. They're -1, so I get a 5-up save. Which I fail both of. D3 damage each. I've got 5 left. Oh, 3.
Adds up to 5.
I know. So he's down to 2. And that is your turn. Flippity flip out of there.
Flippity flip out.
So he's going to jump 8 inches back. He's getting pursued, though. This will get him out of the range of everything except the War Track.
Way back here.
Death Jesters are now far enough away that they could just be off the board, or they can stick around and try to support that master. What would you
Let's stick around and transport that master, because if I kill him, then
you're done.
Everything's gone.
I want to know which one actually killed him.
Nope. This is them joining forces to try and help out, hitting on 2s.
And then wounding on 3s. Oh, there's a -3, so I don't get a save against that one. But I do get a 4-up against this one. Saved. 1 wound left. So back to the orc turn.
Brum. You think you can get away?
5s to hit. Oh,
Maybe you can.
he's gonna charge. Can you finish him off with your shuriken pistol? Hit on a 6. No.
4 attacks.
4 attacks hitting on 3s. Oh, we got 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. Oh, you can't die. You've got 2 wounds left, right?
Yep.
Nope, you got 1 wound left. Can you finish off that last wound?
2s.
2s to hit. Oh, 4 hits. 5s
5s
to wound, re-rolling. Ah, if you just get one of these. Actually, no, I might make my saves. Yeah, I got a 5-up save against this. Otherwise, I'm dead. 5-up. Oh, I made it.
Kidding me? Just die!
He's like, no. really, because these are all happening simultaneous. You're just running away as this track is right beside you the whole way. It's like, no! Tick, 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 tick. You're just like slapping it, then it's shooting you. So are you going to keep the Death Jesters on?
Yeah, because...
Might as well.
You'd still be coming closer. But
Yeah, but I wouldn't get close to... It would take me like 3 or 4 turns to get close enough to threaten them.
So,
2s, actually.
Oh, wait, 2s. There's a 6.
Yeah, because you are a troop master. And you did not wound him.
6.
And then the 2 Death Jesters working together, hitting on 2s. Okay, that's all hits. 3s to wound. Looking for a 6. Oh, we got him. Big time. And it crashes and explodes off in the distance as you all run off into the sunset. So for upgrading, you get something called reward points. You get 2 just for playing the mission, so you always get 2 no matter what. You get 3 for winning the mission, and then you get 1 for every secondary objective, which in this case was killing each of the guys. So it's basically bonus points for how well you did the mission. So that gives you 8. You get also 4 more if you completed an act, which you didn't. So you got 8 in total. The cost to upgrade, basically they all start at level 0. To go up to a level, you have to pay the cost that level is. So to go to level 1 is 1 point. Then to go to level 2 is 2 points. 3 is 3 points. But you got to pay them each. So if you're at level 0, you can't just pay 3 points to go to level 3. You got to pay 1, then 2, then 3. So it gets more expensive as they go up. However, if a character is removed from play, we roll a d6 for them. If you roll a 1, they die, which they then get replaced by another player that'll take their role, but then starts back at level 0. With the exception of the Shadowseer, who was the main character and main protagonist in the entire story, so he cannot die. But if you roll a 1 for him, then he would lose a level. Now, since he's already at level 0, you're going to roll, and if you roll a 1, he's not allowed to be upgraded this turn. Or this game. So you did not. But anybody who is removed from play costs 1 additional reward point to upgrade. So if you want to upgrade the Shadowseer, it would cost 2 to go to level 1 right now, and then another 3 if you wanted to go to level 2. But everybody else will only cost 1 point to upgrade, and you can upgrade more than once if you like, if you want to pour all your points into one guy. So you take a look at it, and let's talk about how you're going to upgrade. You have 8 points.
So at the end of this, I'm going to upgrade all 3 of the Troop Masters with their level 1 Luck of the Laughing God. Gives me a reroll for all hit, wound, and saving rolls of 1.
Makes them very powerful. It's not a supporting one, it's more about making them individually awesome, which they already are, as you saw.
They're pretty good. Then what I'm going to do is on both the Death Jesters, I'm going to upgrade them to level 1 to give them horrible vision, so any unit attacked by this model suffers a -2 penalty to their leadership until the end of the game turn. But because Death was able to pull off that amazing
blowing up all those Ludas
shot, that was so good. I'm also going to upgrade him up to a level 2, or her. I'm not sure which one she is, or he is. But it allows Death to fire the Shuriken Cannon, the Shrieker Cannon twice in each shooting phase and in Overwatch.
So this one will be a level 2, and that'll cost you 7 reward points in total, but it costs, you only have 1 left, and it costs 2 to upgrade your Shadowseer because he was removed from play, which is too bad. So you'll have 1 that you can carry over to the next game. So nice upgrades for all of these, but sorry Shadowseer, no upgrades for you. The very first upgrade for the Shadowseer is that he gets to know an additional psychic power, which I think will be very handy. And that is all the rewards. So you beat it, which means the next mission will be a little easier. It won't necessarily be easy, but it'll be easier as you go up against whatever it is that you're going to be fighting to get the Sword of Sorrows, which is in the MiniWarGaming Vault at the link below. Here's the interpretive dance for please sign up for the vault so Quirk can have some lunch. That looks...
I'm supposed to talk during that.
Oh, you talked. All right, start over.
Okay.
And point down. Yeah, there you go.
I was getting there.
You were getting there, okay.
I'm working my way there.
Thank you so much. And here is the interpretive dance for Happy Wargaming.